Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We're on Bayeux. Safe stage spawning on the right. This is Bowen with OKW, who has Firestorm, Overwatch, and Breakthrough. On the left is Cipher with US forces, immediately locked into Airborne. And full-on rifle into a Pathfinder. In terms of rankings, Cipher 33, Bowen 53. So, Bowen getting aggressive here early on. Not capping his own field, coming over here, trying some harass with the Kubel Sternpio combo. Do you guys remember, did they ever fix this rock here? I think I remember this rock used to have omnidirectional cover. I don't know if they ever fixed it. It was just what was attached to it in the world object. Google coming in, assisting, but so far Cipher locking up his fuel early on. So this early harass hasn't really worked out at all. Got a tank trap up in the middle as well to help hold on here for a little bit longer. I've seen one Fusilier hit in the field, so it is Breakthrough. Sternpio's over here. Doing some harass. Rifleman coming down for them. Jump out of the circle though to try fight this. Rifleman getting in close. Jam the decapture. Reinforcements coming up. Sternpios have to run away. Well handled by Cipher. I think that's pretty much textbook on how you want to do that. Jump in at the last possible second with the reinforcements there to help you. Stack the odds in your favor. People coming back in now.
Just took the battlefield.
Captain for Cipher. Oh boy. Some unusual movements there. Tracking up a med crate, but he is going battle group. I'll repair this up.
A capture point is
Meanwhile, Fusiliers on the top, just doing some capping. That's fine, you know, they're not very good in combat until they get those G43s anyway. Cut-off move here by the Pathfinders. Did take a couple of seconds to put down a beacon over here as well. Is still connected through the mid-VP though, you can see that, so... Not cut off quite yet. Rifleman about to do something with that though. Fusilier is now getting hounded. So far, feels like Cipher had better resource control. And this is going to be a pretty fast half track. The captain's on the field, so he can't supervise it to make it even faster, but going to be a quick one nonetheless. Here goes the beacon. Got Rifleman camped up behind heavy cover here. Got Sternpios coming in from a nice angle to mitigate that. Quick retreat. No ambo yet for Cipher, but pretty close to the amount of resources he could start building it. Might pay to do so before that Rifleman comes back onto the field, because otherwise he's just going to lose a tremendous amount of manpower immediately. Maybe he could do some like backcapping if there's like an easy sector close to the base. Just safely cap while he's waiting for the ambo to build, but it's not going to take that long to come out.
A capture point.
So there we go. First G43 package completed for Bowen.
Heavy truck, ready for orders. HMG are available.
Feels like so far the Kubel maybe could have done a little bit more fighting. Yeah, half tracks initially rolling down to the bottom, now it's coming back over to the cutoff. And straight at the Kubel. And it's dead.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Don't know if he would have heard it coming. Was driving down here a little bit. And there it goes. Kubel dead. Black half track though, the other way. Not able to deter the decap on the cutoff again though. Location's going to be built. I imagine an AT gun will be coming in for Cipher next.
Is now accessible.
But you know, as the dust settles, the Kubel's dead. Cipher hasn't lost anything, so he's up some material here. Maybe he's planning to put some sandbags behind that later on. I was like, oh, that's not rear echelon wire, that's stern pioneer wire. But yeah, maybe he's going to try to put some sandbags behind it later. Usually doesn't work as well, like putting the sandbags down after the wires are already dumped. Coming in. Misses its shot though, that is really sad for Bowen. Element of surprise is now gone. Okay, Cipher didn't build an AT gun immediately, we went for bars. But the Rakin's going to take some time to try and kill off the tank trap. He might kill his own sandbag in the process though. Looks like he might have lost vision on it now that the Fusiliers have come around the corner here. I don't know what Cipher was up to with that. Oh, I think there was an attack round and it misses. Goes for another one there, hoping for a lucky long-range scatter. Doesn't happen. Cipher maybe getting a little bit lucky there. I'm not sure why he drove back in where the Raketin was last spotted. KD here quickly. Oh, he's pretty even.
Anti-tank gun, ready for action. Reinforcements in.
Got the officer coming out now. I imagine he'll probably go for healing next. Yep. Still has, you know, a set of med crates down here, so he's not in too much trouble, though. Maybe he could have, like, used some med crates on one of these squads. Didn't see exactly the amount of health they were running back onto the field with. Wasn't full health though, I don't think. I mean, took the time to kill off that tank trap, and now the captain dropping very quickly. Oh, but it freely fire suppresses his own unit. Oops. Half track rolling up now. Taking a long time to stop crawling after suppression wore off there. AT guns right here for Cipher, connecting once, smokes and gets out. Some shock blockers in the way there, stopping any attack ground work. All right. Wide off those tank traps down the bottom. Getting straight back to work, killing off these tank traps again. Ooh, doesn't quite get a shot off. I wonder if he tore it down while it still had to reload. Cipher dodging again. So that rifle squad only has one bar at this stage. Getting backed up, was taking some hits, now coming back in. Oh, those re-echelon died fast behind cover. Black half track seemed to land a couple like direct hits on them. It's coming down looking for a captain wipe next. Doesn't get it though. Oh, there's the AT gun. Suppression keeping them pegged down. Okay, got a bar on the Pathfinder, so he's been spreading them around. There's still a lot of munitions, could go for double bars now. On the rifleman at least. Quite prone to dropping them when you go for them on the Pathfinders. T-gun coming in, but the flak has received some repairs, wouldn't die to one shot. These players playing evasively, trying to avoid each other's AT guns with their light vehicles. Good move here from Cipher though, comes in. Oh, but runs right into a grenade. You know, wasn't taking much small arms damage, but grenade's still good. That's the second Raketten now from Bowen. Oh boy, Cipher's left this behind. He's probably going to lose his AT gun now. Wow.
Battalion just released
Well, that's a disaster. That was an ambitious move, running it forwards like that. Right into the grenade.
Good to go.
Now Cipher's a little bit weak on army, having lost the rear echelon as well.
We're losing a capture point.
Got a Scott coming out now, but already double Rakettens. Scott's gonna have to be careful. Especially before it gets that Vet 1 smoke.
AT gun ready.
Okay, looks like the next tech truck's going to be coming out for Bowen. 8 kills on this one. 9 on the US one. Pretty similar. That's a really good start for the Scott. Half health of 2 squads there. But there are the double Rakettens. Pretty quick reaction times though. One coming in from a wide angle. Got double bars on them now, they're doing well. Oh boy. Oh, that's bad for Cipher. Maybe you can get the counter kill. Doesn't have the right angle for it. Flare up. Maybe giving some confidence to Bowen to push in there. That's a huge loss now. You can see that Cipher's actually behind on the VPs as well. So he's in major trouble.
A capture point is under
He's
attack.
rebuilt his AT gun. Pretty close to the resources for another Scott now. But he is quite far behind. You see the impact of all that early fuel harass though on Bowen. You might expect him to have a tank coming out, you know, maybe soonish, but he's still about 50 fuel away from it. Major artillery right the way out the back there.
Stick with me and you might just make it. A capture point is being overrun.
Easily avoided. That'll be another Scott for Cipher. mean, that's the thing with this kind of US build. It's not that expensive to rebuild, you know, Scots and AT guns.
Enemy contact!
Quite cheap overall. Car's gonna muscle up here. Surprised the stern piles hung in there for so long. Touching the nades. He was winding up to throw the second one, but cancelled it. He's got doing a barrage here. Fusilier is dead. Careless for Bowen. Okay, that's exactly what Cipher needed to get back into this one. Ooh. Staying there a little bit long. Squad's maybe looking for a wipe. A half track though. Saving the day. Okay, there's the P4. 17 minutes. Doing some capping on the top side as well. I think, you know, the officer does provide such nice long-range vision. Feels like a shame just to use him on edge capping. Maybe that's something you could do with, like, the fork screened ears. I suppose it's not a huge deal if you've got a lot of Fusiliers staying around. They've also got pretty nice vision, but... we've got one of them now. Half track resetting up here. Gotta be careful. T-gun quite far forwards. Capping down the bottom with the captain. And here it comes, P4. Just enough munitions to get the machine gun on it as well. There he goes. And only one AT gun at this stage for Cipher. He's building a second one now. Some early warning about it. Captain chased off.
A capture point is under attack.
Don't think Cipher's really got a strong enough force to like spread across the map either. So he's going to have to tackle this head on. He's going to have to be very cagey with his Scott to make sure it doesn't take, you know, lots of damage from these Raketen to get forced off immediately. There's a flare up from the Fusiliers. T-gun at the right angle here. Major's edge capping. Now it's coming back into the middle. A couple beacons up here doing some detecting as well for Cipher. If you got a bit of spare time, chuck them down. Pretty good. That free intel. Okay, double Raketen's gone on a bit of a mission here. Ruffman rotating to handle them though. There's still a lot of bars over here. Bad retreat path for the Raketens as well with this move. This one actually could get decrewed. The bars are chasing. Oh, looks like the captain's only got a single bar still. Maybe if he had two, would have got the decrew there. In a good position for the AT guns to kill it off as well. P4 is kind of be hiding behind this tree line so far. We got one kill. But there are the double ATs.
B-47 air support now available.
And they get some big hits. One of them on the rear. Okay, rebuild on the Fusilier. Still got a lot of manpower on this side of Bowen as well. Don't know if it's trying to get overs or
Crowds are taking one of our
like a
points.
machine gun just to like lock down the edge of EP or something like that. I don't know.
Points remaining.
But he's got to put some of this manpower to use here.
We're losing a capture point.
Okay, there the double rockets, they're prepped up.
Our supply line is cut. Germans are making a push.
Oh, lucky break for Cipher, one of them missed. Still not quite vet 1 on the Scott, so didn't have the smoke option.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses.
That was a lucky break.
Being captured.
Oh, this could be a squad wipe too. Sometimes lucky for Cipher, huh? 2 close calls there. Gonna go for another Scott, not a huge surprise. Where's this manpower going right now for Bowen? He's up to 750 now, 800, you know, he's got to get some of this happening. Got to make some more units. Even like a 3rd Raketten, like it's not a terrible idea. Just come in, you could just like 1-tap the Scott. Maybe 1-tap the A half-track. Account for like a miss or something. Or maybe once it gets the health bonus from Vet. Or if, you know, one of your Rakettens gets forced away, then you've still got 2 on the front lines. It's fine, you know. Can work. But yeah, floating up to 850 here, not what you want to be doing. Definitely shows that Bowen in unfamiliar waters here. He's got like 3 main lines, kind of semi-elite in the Sturm Officer, and then now he doesn't really know what he's doing. So you can fill that void though with some team weapons. T-guns round in the corner here. He's actually went for Shreks on the Fusiliers. One of them scattered along and actually hit the A half-track. He's making some moves here. Snares. What? Okay, drops the loiter. Fusilier died. Back half-track taking down the planes pretty quickly. He lost his Raketten. What did he do there? Oh, P4, where are you going? If you just drove forwards, you'd be fine. What is he doing? Oh my god, that was some atrocious tank control. It's like he didn't recognize what side of his tank was facing forwards and what was facing backwards. That was terrible. It happened twice, right? He did it over here and then he did the exact same thing over here. I honestly think that's what it is. He didn't recognize what side of his tank was facing which direction.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Well, that was really bad. There's no way to sugarcoat that for Bowen. Absolute disaster. He just didn't do anything, you know. He was in a good position. He could have popped some snares off, got some hits happening. Maybe killed one of Cipher's vehicles, and then he just kind of... I don't know if he lagged or what happened. Didn't do anything for like 5 seconds. And this is the result. Cipher now way ahead on Army. Maybe can push out Jackson here shortly, so his P4's days might be numbered before it even does anything. At least because the flak half track is still alive, shot down the loiter pretty quickly, wasn't much of a factor. Did land pretty well though. gone for more Fusilier Shreks.
Capture complete. No
So the machine gun's definitely a good answer to that for Cipher.
Down your feet, ladies.
A capture
And,
point is
you know,
under
his
attack.
vision units, the major with the vet vision bonus,
Taking pot shots at us.
and the Pathfinders see them coming from downtown. Just be a kill though? No. Or round in the corner. For a couple cheeky hits. Pretty close on the Scott again. I think maybe they reckon had an opportunity to do an attack round
Crew, get ready.
before getting forced away there. It's alright.
Armor here.
It's alright.
Is your men covering the approaches?
Here comes the Jackson. Ober's in the build. Finally, he's burned through his manpower reserves.
Infantry! Suppress fire! Taking home!
Incoming! Get us out of here!
Fancy level achieved!
Did he snip off the wire down here? How did this get cleared off? Reinforced wire. Doesn't have his re-echelon anymore.
Unit ready.
What if the P4 crushed it?
Send orders.
He was driving around down there.
Not want to be stuck somewhere with me.
Ready
The
for
car
action.
track's on the top side right now with the Overs.
Enemy fire!
Well, we're just trying to hide behind this tree line. Get something happening here.
Enemy Panther! Battle positions!
And the Shreks. Oh boy. Big mistake from Cipher.
A capture point is under attack.
Did he miss one of them? Must have missed, because can't kill with 4 times 120 damage. Should be enough to one-tap it. Felt like it took quite a long time to actually, like, attack with the Shreks. Maybe one of them got suppressed before it fired. Reduced its accuracy.
Back to full strength.
Alright, I'm gonna go on to 2 times speed here while nothing's happening. Everyone's repairing.
Enemy infantry! Prepare for combat.
Tries an attack on the top. Obers are up there though.
Work completed.
About there for another P4 if that's what he wants, but Cipher's about to get another Jackson. Doesn't actually have the room in his army to
Taking effective fire!
push it out though. You see, it goes above 100.
Field promotion!
Feels like Bowen might need the... Oh! Oh, that's a big old Shrek volley. A half-track dead. That worked out pretty well. I was gonna say, it felt like he might need his assault artillery to break through this kind of attack. For getting chased by the Jackson, got a snare off. But the Shreks are out the back here. Oh, they retreat. If they got one more volley off, they could have killed probably either of these Scots. Guess he didn't want to trade the Fusilier for one of those vehicles. P4 did die to the planes as well, all the way out the back there.
Ready for action. Enemy eliminated. Veterancy level.
Shreks again through the middle of the map. And all these vehicles are very low for Cipher right now. They do land some good fadeaway shots, these two Scots. Oh, he's got it. He's got a Shrek on the sternpipes as well. There goes one of the Jacksons. Getting a bit of a lucky break. Fortunately, is dead while this is happening, though. I guess he was too busy focusing on the middle. And building another squad of Obers right now. Interesting. Obers are very vulnerable to getting blasted out by these Scots. It's going to leave a lot of work for these Shrek squads to do. Is he just abandoning going for vehicles? He's actually kind of close to being able to build a Jagdtiger if that's what he wanted. This could be okay-ish. Other machine gun, meanwhile, for Cipher, trying to lock down these Shreks.
We're losing a capture point.
Oh!
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Oh boy. Double Scots from downtown, we're getting in trouble. And it's dead. Tries to squeeze around the side of the machine gun, got suppressed though. Well, the Shreks did connect, at least. Got triple cap going right now against Bowen. Still way ahead on the VPs, however. This is Cipher's time
Someone get us out of here!
to reign. One of those situations where you need to be pushing things up a bit as well. Pushing the machine guns up, making sure if they're coming out of their base, they start to run into the resistance straight away. Just inch your way up the map. Deny any space for the enemy. Obers heading up to the top. Ideal scenario, I think, for Cipher would be maybe have a Sherman to shut this kind of attack down, but doesn't have one at the moment. And, you know, the Sherman might run into a bunch of Shreks and die. But, yeah, relieving the triple cap pressure when he's way behind on army. Just definitely good for Bowen. Kind of feels like he's going for the Jagdtiger. Just trying to play cautious, not bleed too much manpower while he stalls up here. Looking for opportunities across the battlefield. There's going to be a Sherman for Cipher. He's got enough for another loiter as well. He's pushing up now, but yeah, a little bit late. Machine gun should already have been up here. Spreading it a bit wider there. Yeah, it's better than where it was before. Gonna go for maybe a bit of capping here. He's not in the circle though. There it is, the Jagdtiger. This could be a bit of a problem for Cipher. The one good thing at the moment is that Bowen doesn't have much munitions. Won't be able to like pop up flares to spot for it. He's a Shrek Fusiliers, so they don't have the longer range vision from the G43 package, so at the moment, the Jagdtiger doesn't have very good vision. That's the one thing going right for Cipher. But maybe could have done a little bit more, tried to maintain the triple cap for longer while he was so far ahead in army, and still is. I mean, still 25 army out. Make sure you're Getting those triple caps happening for as long as you can when you've got that kind of lead. Try for some long range attack rounds.
Krauts are taking one of our
Don't
points.
know if Cipher's aware of the Jagdtiger yet. Shriek's missing everything. There it is, Jagdtiger missing. Probably heard that.
The enemy is
Connecting once,
overrunning
there's
one
a
of our
flare up.
capture points.
Sturmofficer also has very good vision. Jackson's going to be up next. Oh, Jagdtiger missing though. Is that an attack round? Might have been. Alright, not a very good start for the Jagdtiger. Missing quite a lot of shots. Cipher getting off lightly. Could have taken a lot more damage. And all the Shreks missed too. I don't know if they're shooting at infantry or at the tank. I'm not entirely sure.
Actor, ready yourself for orders.
The squad is back to full strength.
Form up. Get that LMG into the center. I don't want to lose
Right,
it.
we're coming back up to the top though. That's a good idea.
Crew, get ready.
Flare up again. Tiger gonna creep in a bit. Just the Jackson. Sherman coming into the middle. Don't know where he's going with it. Jackson main gun crit. Could even die. Jagdtiger, I think he's making the right move. Ooh, I think he might have lost vision on it maybe. We had to go for an attack round. The flare, I think, just wore off. This is what you want to do. You know, if the Sherman, you think it's going to escape your max range, you manage to drive forwards, you know, maybe about 5 range. Make sure the Jagdtiger had the best opportunity to be in range for another shot. There we go, that 50 cal though. Failing to suppress with that burst, so they've kind of scouted out its location here. Rifleman capping on the top, but Sturmpire's able to get the cap off in the middle. There's a bit of light cover there, stopping the machine gun from pegging them down. Wow, first shot AT gun decrews. Might be the best Jagdtiger barrage I've ever seen. Second shot's also really good. Third shot's money. Wow. You can't get much better than that. Oh boy, where's he going with this vehicle crew? He's accidentally run his Jackson crew up here. Might have forgotten to queue up return to vehicle after repairs. And here come the Shreks. Oh boy, this is a big problem for Cipher. Huge misclick. In the confusion there, he forgot to control his Scots correctly. It's overwhelmed. Jagdtiger pushing in. Cipher drops the loiter. Trying to avoid his team weapons getting stolen or killed off. Still, that flat calf track is alive though, so planes aren't going to last that long. Tiger able to blast a shot from the edge of the circle too. Maybe a little bit too close to the edge. Does take a couple more hits. But both planes shot down now. Yeah, that was not ideal. I mean, I think, you know, most of us have probably had that happen once or twice, accidentally running your vehicle crew forwards if you got them on a hotkey.
We're losing a capture point.
Unfortunate. Yeah, I was about to say, I think Cipher probably needs to be making use of smoke a bit more, because he's got bar squads. They're generally better in close quarters.
Light gun carrier tank ready.
Try to force your opponent to have to attack ground. It's just more micro burden for them. So smoke is on Cipher's side. If you've got that close quarters advantage with your infantry, you gotta be considering using smoke.
A capture point is being
heavily using smoke.
Where's that coming from?
Slightly out of range of these squads with the Scots though. Needs to get up there a bit faster. And he's just allowed them to run up. They could even decrew some of these team weapons now. The Scots are getting some really nasty hits though. Using the HE barrage on this again, but Cipher kind of spreads out a bit, and he manages to snipe off the flak half track thanks to that. That's a big deal. Future loiter's going to be way more successful for him. I wonder if Bowen would even consider rebuilding it. Could be alright. Machine gun going to work, but the AT guns back at base healing, so they're not in a spot to do anything about this. Captain going for the edge caps, got that Vet 3 sprint. BP's are pretty much bang on even at this stage. Cipher still with a much larger army. 3 overs now. None of them are Vet 2 yet though, that's when they become really nasty. Okay, forced retreat on the machine gun from the officer. Tiger's pushed up, but the double AT guns are right here. They'll pop their AP ammo as well. The overs blobs coming back in. These AT guns will get dropped really quickly, and so does a Scot. Here comes the Shrek blob against the Sherman. Oh, Sherman stopped retreating. Gets him white. Oh, Fusiliers. Getting out of there. Both AT guns have been decrewed though, the overbob coming in hard. Jackson's making a move. Tiger gets a shot. Without some supporting infantry though, the Jackson will take 3 shots for the Jagdtiger to kill, so not particularly fast. TTK needs something else like a snare or a Shrek to assist if he wants to kill it off faster. And Cipher should be able to recrew some of the stuff. Picked up a bazooka on the Pathfinder. It's a little bit unusual. There's a Shrek down here up for grabs as well. I think that was from the wipe squad. Yeah, these guys are still up too. HE barrage again from the JT. This machine gun's pretty spread out though.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
And this is again situations where you want to be using the smoke. Make sure the obers have to come into close quarters. So spread out as well. If they want to do anything. Brought in. JT's taking some big hits. Sherman's making some plays. JT shot. Yeah, it's going to take another pass. Quite low. No flak half track to shoot these down anymore. Oh, the stern piles! Wow, their second pass, well, the pass from the second plane, came in so late. Guess he thought he was safe, but the second pass just came in so late. Sternpire dead. I think it was probably already taking the bonus damage from being in repair mode. Ouch.
We're losing a
Well,
capture point.
that should be GG now for Cipher.
Sherman
Send
ready
the
to go.
Sherman to deal with this maybe. Picked up the Shrek
A capture point is being
and the
overrun.
rifleman.
Incoming fire!
Tiger out the back though gets a good hit, and the Sherman wasn't at full health. I think it would die to one more Jagdtiger shot. Trying to do the best with what he has here. Bowen. Pathfinder's dead pretty fast. These others are Vet 2 now. Really ramping up their damage with that accuracy. Yeah, Bowen's able to get some capping happening here.
A capture point is under attack.
Gonna be a para squad coming in next.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me and you might just make it.
Shrek's gonna return to the middle. Paras are going to be coming in with a pretty big vet disadvantage though. And putting LMGs on them, it's going to slow down the progress towards the next P-47. Okay. For a bit of a squad wipe here maybe. Sherman doesn't even manage to get a second shot off. We'll go on double time for a little bit while these guys are appearing up.
We've got our upgrade, fellas. All right. Spread out.
The enemy is now
Okay,
at
Overbob's
75
rolling in.
points.
Sometimes if you're doing this, you want to like start by like cutting off the enemy's position straight away. So they have to retreat past you. Maybe you can launch a grenade. You can get your blob blasting them for
The enemy is
ages.
overrunning one of our capture points.
You know your enemy's up there, which you did because the squad was camping. You know exactly what's up there. It's running straight into the intercept path. Can be the way to go.
Press your attack. They're down
In
to
that situation,
50
maybe
points.
Cipher then would have to rotate the Sherman up, try to stay behind the sandbags. Hope that the Sherman gets there in time to save. Or hopes that the grenade on retreat misses. Okay, here comes the infantry getting around the side of the machine gun. Oh boy, Shrek's in some trouble here. Oh, they get suppressed. Second machine gun saving the day a bit. Double AT guns lighting up the Jagdtiger.
Gun crew just
They
got
do
wiped
manage
out.
to frontally decrew that, but the infantry's too low now. Jagdtiger getting very low, does survive. Ober's dead and they drop the MG. I think the captain's got double bars now, so he can't collect it, but Bowen definitely should have. Oh no,
Listen up over here.
thought I hit it with 2 bars. Must be mistaken. Now going to be able to sprint to the top and close the game on the victory points.
We're losing a capture point.
Around infantry.
Force retreat on 1 machine gun.
Okay, go ahead. All right, you guys. Make ready.
A capture point is being overrun. They only have 10 points remaining.
Sherman getting out of there.
We lost a gun crew.
2 points left, and that'll do. So, yeah, I mean, the control for Bowen in a couple of those crucial moments seemed to let him down, like that attack down here. Sometimes he's just like retreating his stuff when he just needed to stay in there for one more volley from the Shreks, or a couple of situations like that. I don't know if he's suffering from some lag or what the case was. That P4 move down here where drove forwards, then drove back, and then drove over here, and then drove forwards, and then drove back and died. That just kind of set him back. Never really recovered for the entire game after that. Conversely, on the other side, I would say Cipher the fact that he wasn't able to lock up the triple cap for more extended periods of time to close out the game earlier, maybe a bit of a knock on him. Didn't seem to matter too much in this game, but especially if you're playing against like Soviet players, you know, they're like roaches, man. You know, you can never keep them down with that manpower economy they have. From 7-man conscripts, they can always get some kind of crazy comeback happening. So you want to lock up those triple caps while you have the opportunity, while you're like 25 army up. Should be able to press things more. So Cipher need to be pushing his machine guns forwards a bit further, making sure that Bowen was running into resistance, you know, instead of being able to run halfway across the map before running into a machine gun. Make it so he can barely get out of his base. And then, you know, once that happens, enemy runs into your machine gun, you reposition it slightly, expecting next time they attack, they're going to be coming in from a different angle. And that's how you can keep your opponent pegged in their base, which Cipher should probably have been practicing in this match. But yeah, got there in the end. The Scots were landing some nasty shots on like the moving squads. I think generally Bowen was pretty good about keeping his infantry moving around the Scots, but those Scots were landing some nasty auto attacks, dropping huge models whenever the infantry was trying to get aggressive. Interesting to see the Jagdtiger. You know, that first HE barrage from it was crazy good, but maybe didn't manage to knock out the team weapons thereafter. Maybe that could have been the comeback for Bowen. He'd actually managed to kill off some of these team weapons on a couple of these occasions. Didn't quite happen though. The Obers were starting to ramp up as well. You know, once those Obers hit Vet 2, they really start to overpower the US infantry. But Cipher able to close the game out before that really became that much of a factor. But you know, these LMG Paras, they wouldn't have been lasting long in front of these Obers. That would have been a big problem in a slightly longer match. But yeah, I think one of the crucial moments for Cipher was when he pushed up with the AT guns here, though, getting barraged by the Jagdtiger HE, pushed up and killed off the flak half track. You know, that allows his P-47s to be so much more successful, maybe allows him to get a bit more control on the top side, because the flak half track was occasionally rotating up to that to try and assist with the control up there. It just made the game a lot easier for him. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like a game recast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.